It starts with a breath, not an outburst, not a comeback, not a fight, just a breath. Because that's where power lives, not in the reaction, but in the pause before it. They insult you? Breathe. They doubt you? Breathe. They twist your words, test your patience, try to bait you into war? Still, breathe. That's stoicism. Not detachment, not coldness, discipline. It's about choosing strength that doesn't need to be seen. You've been told that real power is about dominance, that you've got to clap back, prove them wrong, show you're not to be messed with. But the Stoics knew better. They knew the strongest person in the room is often the quietest. Not because they're scared, because they've already won the battle inside. There's a war out there for your attention, your energy, your emotions, and every time you react without thought, you're giving it all away, for free. But what if you stopped? What if you stopped rushing to respond and started choosing to rise? What if you saw each insult not as an attack, but as an invitation to train? What if the chaos around you became the gym for your mind? That's what the Stoics did. They didn't retreat from life. They leaned in, with eyes open and hearts steady. They weren't trying to escape emotion. They were trying to understand it, harness it, channel it, because emotion isn't the enemy. Undisciplined emotion is. So you learn to sit in discomfort. You let the anger rise and watch it pass. You let the judgment come and remain unmoved. You feel the sting and still choose stillness, because that's where your edge lives. You don't get stronger by avoiding the weight. You get stronger by lifting it over and over, until what once shook you now sharpens you. The Stoics knew that resilience isn't built in comfort, it's built in challenge. That's why Marcus Aurelius began each day preparing his mind for difficulty. Today I will meet people who are meddling, ungrateful, arrogant. He didn't say it with resentment, he said it with readiness. Because when you expect the storm, you stop fearing the rain. You train your mind for resistance. So when disrespect shows up, you're not caught off guard. You're calm. And that calm, that shakes people more than any raised voice ever could. It confuses them, because they're expecting fire, and you give them water. They want chaos. You give them clarity. They're trying to pull you down, and you're too anchored to move. But this doesn't happen by accident. It takes practice, it takes reflection. Every night, go back through your day. What challenged you? What triggered you? Where did you remain in control, and where did you give it away? Not to judge yourself, but to know yourself. Because the better you know your mind, the harder it becomes for the world to manipulate it. Over time, you'll stop flinching. You'll stop chasing arguments. You'll stop explaining yourself to people committed to misunderstanding you. And you'll start feeling something strange, something rare. Peace, not because life got easier, but because you got stronger. That's Stoicism. The courage to stand still, the wisdom to let go, the strength to remain calm despite chaos. So here's the challenge. The next time someone tries to test you, pull you in, make you react, don't. Pause, observe, smile. Know that every moment you stay still, you rise above. And that kind of power, you can't fake it. You can't borrow it, you can only build it. If you're ready to build it, hit like, subscribe, share this message with someone who needs it. We don't shout, we don't chase, we don't fall for noise. We rise quietly.